I can't sleep because of what my girlfriend said. Hi everyone, welcome back to another Reddit cheating story. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell so you won't miss another cheating story goes live. This all just happened, apologies about rambling.
My girlfriend, GF, went to hang out with her friend, F, a few hours ago.
She gets home and calls me around 1:30 a.m. She's crying and I can't calm her down. All she can say is that she misses me so much and when are we gonna see each other again. Eventually I calm her down a little and she says that she got pretty drunk and high with her friend. She gets anxious, so I am used to feeling like this when she gets home late sometimes, but it has never been this bad. After I repeatedly asked her what happened and what was wrong, she started to open up a little. GF told me that her friend F, who has been a lifetime friend of hers, started coming on to her and that it made her uncomfortable. I asked what F did exactly, and GF told me F had started flirting with her and that F had leaned in and kissed her without warning. GF then told me that she freaked out and went home and called me. After a few hours of consoling her and telling her that it was okay and that it wasn't her fault, she kept saying she's sorry and that she doesn't want us to break up, crying the whole time. I eventually calmed her down. She sounded uneasy still, and as we were drifting off, we stay on the phone with each other every night while we sleep. She told me very timidly that things didn't go exactly as she described them. What actually happened is that they made out for a while. My GF got sick because of the alcohol. After she recovered from that, then they continued to make out and eventually touched each other under their shirt/pants for a little bit before GF stopped it and went home. I was very upset hearing about this and eventually I hung up the phone, so now I'm sitting here unable to sleep and thinking. Also, in the middle of typing this, she told me she might be pregnant. We last visited each other 12 days ago. Edit, I forgot to mention she's on Accutane, so it really doesn't matter. It's just added stress. I just wanted somewhere to write all of this out. Apologies if I left anything out. I haven't slept since hearing about this. I'm gonna try to get some sleep now. Here are some of the best comments from our community. She's trickle-truthing. First, the friend kissed her without warning and she left. Next, she and the friend both kissed and touched each other. She keeps adding little details and revealing the truth little by little. Trickle-truthing makes it very hard to know what the truth is. I wouldn't be surprised if her story changes next time she speaks with you and she reveals she went much further than that. She only brought up a possible pregnancy because she sensed you were upset. It's emotional manipulation. Let her sleep it off and then speak with her again. It's going to be hard to rebuild that trust when she hasn't been honest about cheating. Ask yourself if she's worth it. Here is the second story. My wife lied to me and I am devastated. Starting mid to late last year, I could tell my wife was acting differently towards me. She had a much shorter temper and would be somewhat hostile towards me for the littlest things. It was obvious that things were not right. I cannot say exactly how I caught her cheating on me, but I found out kind of by chance and there was no question as to what was happening. This technically was not the first time it had happened either. Back in 2018, she had this friend from work, I'll call her T. T would often come over and hang out with us after work and on the weekends. T was also gay. It got to the point where T became our girlfriend and we would regularly all sleep together. It was fun, but my wife and T developed strong feelings towards each other and it became obvious that that was happening. I knew and had even told my wife that things weren't going to end well when we had to split up. When it got to the point where I felt I was being excluded, I couldn't take it anymore and told my wife to break it off or at least stop being intimate with T when I was not there. She still did at least one more time after that and I found out. That's when I told her that she had to break it off completely. That eventually did happen, but I know they still sexted. Maybe it was because it was another woman that I didn't feel so threatened, or that I knew that this person couldn't provide for her the way I could, or that I feel like she couldn't ever truly be with her due to her conservative family. That was all kidding myself, I now believe. After she had broken it off, my wife and I had an intense talk about all of it. She told me about issues she had with me in our relationship, and I said I was more than happy to work on those things, but, if she was not happy in our relationship, that now was the time for us to end as well. She said that she really wanted to be with me and wished to continue being married. We went on to buy a house and build our relationship pretty strongly, I had thought. Fast forward a couple of years to 2021 and I find out that she's been having an affair with a coworker much older than her. Someone that's married, has kids and is allegedly a doctor. I am absolutely devastated. Just agonizingly despondent. I confront her and she doesn't say a word to me. She just sits there catatonic. It takes her days to even muster an apology. She finally tells me how it happened and why. She tells me all sorts of things that devastate me even further, such as she never had an emotional connection to me, that she hates our house and where we live, that she doesn't think we're right for each other, that she's too sensitive for me, etc. These things absolutely floor me. I also found out that she loves this person a lot. It feels as if someone is stabbing my heart with a hot iron. I go on to find out from her that I often made her feel dumb about things that she had wanted and had alienated her to some degree. I feel extremely bad for doing all of these things, and they are likely things that I had done, but she never told me about these things. I never had a chance to right what I had wronged. I can even remember specific times that I would ask if she was happy, and she never gave me any indication that that wasn't the case. I can say with full confidence that I never mistreated her. I thought I did a good job of taking care of her and loving her. Not long after the initial confrontation, the guy texted me this long, rambling apology text. It is obvious this guy is a complete bullshitter type. It's to the point that I kind of can't believe my wife would even be attracted to someone like this. I begged her to come back to me, to stop what she's doing and work on our relationship. She says she wants to, but it's clear in her tone and body language that that is not what she wants to do at all. She tells me that she doesn't want to just keep hurting me. What I think this meant was that she did not want to continue our marriage since she could not stop what she was doing. I know that she continued to talk to him on the phone after work every day and would have secret meetings with him whenever she could. By this time, I'm at the end of my rope. I can't concentrate at work when I'm there and regularly cry when I'm there. I cry everywhere all the time. More than I've cried in my entire life. One day I hit a breaking point and kicked her out of the house and filed for divorce. It was simply too much to bear. She comes back after 4 or 5 days of being kicked out and says she wants to reconcile and that she had broken it off with this person. Again, she does not sound convincing in the slightest. In fact, she sounds angry with me when she tells me all of this as if I had been the one to do something wrong. All I wanted at this point was to have my wife back. So very badly. So I kid myself and say that everything is going to be fine, but I know it's not. I even texted this guy to confirm that things had ended and to say that if anything continued that I was leaving. He responds by saying it had, but I had no reason to believe him. Again, just total bullshit from this guy and pretty much confirming Hess a liar. Over the next weeks, the same behavior continues. So I confront her, yet again, and tell her that it's for real and the divorce is proceeding. In our talks since then, she says that she still loves me very much and that she will miss me when she's gone. It's the weirdest thing to hear from someone that treats you so contrary to that. It's been an absolutely harrowing experience that I don't think I'll ever get out of my mind. I simply cannot reconcile how someone could love 2 people at once like that. My heart simply couldn't be able to do that. I feel like there will be so many things from this experience that I will never be able to comprehend. All I'm left with is so much regret and lament. I will truly miss the relationship I thought I had, and I don't think anything will ever feel the same. I do not believe that this is hyperbole in the slightest. I really love this person and I feel completely lost. My main takeaways and advice are to be very sure that your partner is taken care of and really try to make sure they're heard. I hope you'll take this as a cautionary tale and learn from the mistakes that were made. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell for any future cheating stories.